Pause break.
It's one of those mornings. It's all right. Show it up. Elemental beings. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. They don't understand me. I'm a different kind of being, come from the 5D. Hey, elemental beings. Hey, hey. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these cards while we healing all these scars. Hey. They don't understand me. I'm a different kind of being, come from the 5D. Hey. Go. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these cards while we healing all these scars. Everything real in the spirit. I'm trying to tell you how it is, kind of hoping you hear it.
It's like some of us have angels, some of us have demons. Who knew the meaning? We stuck in between. The devil tried to do me all. I reached for the pastor. He with the pastor. I don't think that I can see it all. So the Ogun respectfully needed. Green and black, the Arisha that be chopping the weed. Seed of Christ, dropping degrees that season and make every tongue confessing people drop to their knees. I got a rhythm with spirit because I'm living with spirit. No matter how I feel in my will, deliver for spirit is real.
Hey. Go. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these cards while we healing all these scars. And we elemental beings. We trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these cards while we healing all these scars. Hey. Hey. It's getting hard, Lord.
Hey,
Hey. These spirits out to get me. My life is getting tricky. Hey. The world is going crazy. Respect is lost. You must discern the truth or expect to get lost.
Ashe.
Hey. 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 It's getting hard, Lord. These spirits out to get me. My life been getting tricky. The world is going crazy. Respect is lost. You must discern the truth or expect to get lost. Ashe. Hey. Hey. Good morning. Hey guys. Hope you guys are doing well and positive energy and attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright. We're coming through with the live for you guys. Make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, share the video out. Run the video up and show the video some love, okay?
Run these views up. Good morning, y'all. Pray everyone is in good spirits this morning.
Hey, Lucas.
Feeling good in my spirit. How you doing, Brother Lucas?
Happy Sunday.
It's good to see you here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're going to pull some cards and we're going to get out some messages.
We ain't trying to hold you too long, real
All
quick,
right.
real fast, all right?
Okay. I do have a slight download, so I'm going to slip it in per usual. it's specific and it's not for everybody, so it won't resonate with everybody. But in the matter of witchcraft, right? Because it's a big discussion nowadays. So in the matter and about the matter of witchcraft, right? A lot of you people who were devout, religious people, or even you just was a balanced person, um, some of you you've undergone certain things that have happened to you, and this is the reason why you know certain things that you know. See, the one thing about witchcraft and the energy of witchcraft, and when people send it towards you, right, and you're not necessarily a person that's adept, you don't really know nothing about witchcraft or things about that. Well, when somebody attacks you with it, all of a sudden, if you survive it, you gain knowledge from it. You automatically just know how things work. It's not something that can be explained to you. It's from a deeper level, right? It's about you being attacked. Okay, thank you, Spirit. When we are attacked by certain things, there's two things that's gonna happen. You either gonna succumb to it or you gonna survive it, right? You either gonna go down from it or you're gonna survive it, right? And when I mean go down, I'm not talking about only physical unaliving, right? I'm talking about losing all your faculties, losing your wits, losing your mind, right? This is what happened when people attack people with witchcraft. They don't always pass away. Sometimes they just lose everything or they just go. Well, for the survivors who gain strength and overcome it, what happens to you is you become enlightened by what attacked you. It's a two-way thing. It's how energy works. If somebody throw an energy at you, metaphysical, spell work, whatever you call it, if you survive it and you overcome it, you now have knowledge of it. This is why a lot of people feel like they know things that they didn't know. They eager to get involved with something. So give yourself a chance to process that you're a different individual once you attacked by certain things. You just know it. So it alters you in a way, right? And it's something that God even understands, right? It's up to you to hold your faith and understand it because even if you're a devout religious person or whatever you may be, right? You have to admit when you attacked by spell work, it's something that you never seen before. It's something that nobody trained you to deal with. Nobody hipped you to what it was when it happens because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, when I was attacked, I couldn't nobody help me but God.
Yeah, because you don't even really.
Because I didn't know. I was one of those people that didn't believe in that stuff because I don't practice that stuff.
That's
But
right.
just because you don't believe in something and you don't practice it doesn't mean that other people don't do that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had to learn the hard way.
And it's tricky because you gotta. It's like you gotta believe in it, but you gotta not give it your power at the same time.
You gotta
Like
know it exists.
Yeah, you don't want to be naive to it,
Right.
And the effects that it has on you, but you still don't want to give it all of this power and be in fear of it. You just gotta know when you touch by witchcraft and you survive it, it alters you. You are no longer going to be the same because it's been an energetic exchange.
Proverbs says the hex only works if you deserve it anyway.
Right.
You have to be deserving of something like that to even be able to touch you.
And many people we lived in a way where we deserved it.
Yep.
Some of you was living in a way where you opened yourself up for attacks. So people they could justify attacking you, right? But at some point God's like, nah, not this one, right? In many people's lives, God stepped in like, nah, for whatever reason. It's like when the devil when Archangel Michael went against the devil over the body of Moses. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that with us too. It's like the energy of the Most High at some point, that was your only defense. Because some of you been attacked by high-tech spell work. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about people that know way more about what they doing than you even could have thought of knowing about. Even in your faith, you don't know your faith like these people that attack you with these spells. They know their work. They immersed in their work.
A lot of them practice our faith as well as their own. In fact.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't
They
say they
study.
practice
They
our
study,
faith.
I'll say.
Yeah, but they even do practice our faith because, truth be told,
They're in the
some of your
trenches.
most wicked people, they know when they know when it's a power that's greater. They know, they comprehend. We may not comprehend when we being attacked, but people that attack. That's why occultic people who do things like this, right? They really fear religious work and people who have a religious faith because they know that that stands up against what they do. True faith. So that's that. What you got?
Good energy. Clearing out this energy. I got 11/11. I don't know if your birthday is November 11th. Something could be very significant about November 11th, which is coming up very soon. But we got high vibes, change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, and high vibes. You could be receiving a random letter in the mail, some form of communication, a text message, a voicemail. There is some kind of good news here because of the way someone has been vibrating. You can have a higher vibration right now. You could be really in your, higher self, something like that. Okay? It says work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. And I know this to be true because we have the Fool card here. Number 0 could be significant. Okay. This is the energy of following your heart, going on a journey, not looking back, being willing to just, take hardly anything with you. This is a person needing the bare minimum, but expecting a lot to come in, because someone, is willing to put out the work, but they don't need a lot to make things happen. Something like that. You could be really needing to learn to listen to your own heart, to your own feelings, to your intuition. It says listening is a sign of respect for others. Listening without interrupting and attentively makes the other person feel valued. By listening, you can understand the thoughts and needs of another person and gain more knowledge and insight. So I don't know if there's some kind of lack of communication. A person could be feeling like they're not heard in this situation. Okay? I don't know. But it's crazy because I feel like, I don't know, I feel two energies. I feel like there's a need for someone to listen to self, but there's also a need for someone to listen to a person as well. There could be someone here that has very good advice. This could be a spiritual leader. This could be a person that God has sent to give you a word, something like that. And you could be needing to listen, but also listening to your own heart is very important. Okay, something like that. Distinguishing when it's your lower vibration talking to you, and when the Most High is speaking to you, something like that. Okay, I don't know. I feel like somebody's on a high horse, but it's in a good way. I feel like someone has gone up. When you are at the bottom, the only thing you can do is rise to the top, and that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, you could be in the beginning of like traveling, or I just feel like you have a lot going on for the future here. A lot of optimism, a lot of change, and a lot of joy.
Joy ahead.
Yeah.
I like this. I got strength card to the Lovers card, both upright. To the Six of Torches, upright. So that's great. Current energy. If I would lay it out there, it shows me that somebody, you in your strength, you're showing yourself love. Inflections of love, meaning you loving yourself, you loving your environment. You being fair with the people around you. You being held in high honors. Six of Torches, right? So let's get into the oracle part of it, because it says sorrow heals, walking unscathed, and see what's real. So sorrow heals to the strength. The book of Psalms says that God is near to the brokenhearted, right? Real talk. And that's really right here. Sorrow heals is the place where you've been broken to heal. That's the definition of somebody's strength. Your strength came from your broken part. You didn't know how strong you were until you got broken. until you went into that place of sorrow, because it says, in heartache's shadow, growth awaits. Let pain refine you, not define you. As brighter days are promised. Definitely what I see. Pain refined you. You got to a place where something broke in you, right? Very sorrowful energy, right? Maybe sorrowful about your actions, the way you carried it, the way you went about handling things, the way you allowed something to tear you apart so bad, right? But that's where the growth came in. See, that's the strength. That's what make a thing strong when it's tried. Like, I feel like the forging of steel in somebody's energy. Alchemy is what I feel. Alchemy, like transforming metal into gold, right? Working with what you got and refining it, shining it up. Like, and the lovers walking unscathed. You are fortunate. A trap was laid out for you, but you were not smart. You were too smart to fall for it. So you're fortunate. That's what the walking unscathed card is about. And then it's being clarified by lovers, right? So what's protecting you in this energy is your love for self. What didn't allow you to be Ten of Swords, what didn't allow you to be trapped off was the love you found. Strength and love for self. This is real healing energy. This is real, I say this is real ranked up energy. Because I feel like somebody, you at a place now where what used to hurt you, it can't hurt you because there's real strength in you now. See, at one time you didn't have real strength. You might have had a reasonable facsimile of what you thought strength was, but you didn't know what strength was because we don't know it until you test it. Once you test it, that's when you get the goods out when you test it. The lovers. And then see what's real is being clarified by Six of Torches. Observe with clarity, true insight lies beyond the surface, right? Sight beyond the veil. Six of Torches, you being held in high honors, right? And you holding yourself in high honors. And one of the reasons why is because you finally see what's real. See, it was hard for your spirit team to work with you at one time. It was hard for God to work with you at one time because you couldn't see what was real or you wasn't willing to look at what was real. And now that you developed a certain strength and there's love coming out of it. And I know saying what's real sometimes, it requires you to tell people what's real. And I know that can be hard, right? But it's necessary, especially for growth. Like, we can't walk around as people that don't see what we know we seeing. And then we wonder why don't nothing change in the environment, don't nothing change in people. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I can lay the rail out for somebody without being mean or without being antagonizing. I can just really tap into the truth and lay it out there, right? And when you begin to do this, that's when you walk in the Six of Torches, high honors. You got big ancestors working with you. You got God pleased with you. You got your faith holding you down, right? You got your family relying upon you in areas where they may not even know it. Because why? Somebody had to break a generational curse. Somebody had to do something different. And no matter what you're going through at this point, if you that person that's doing something different, you got to see that it's working for you. Even when it's turning people against you, it's working for you. Because why? You know darn well you doing something right that nobody in your family chose to do. Nobody in your family chose to look that deep. Nobody in your family chose to pull the covers off. Nobody in your family chose to face the secrets, even the incestuous secrets that lie in some people's family. A lot of incest in this energy. You chose to acknowledge these things and you chose to fight these spirits that was on you and on your bloodline. And for that, Six of Wands energy, Six of Torches.
I feel like somebody is honestly free because they spoke up about something. It's crazy. I feel like someone spoke up about maybe a secret, something that was holding a person back. Some of those things that we have inside of us, in order to move forward, we have to release those. And that's what I feel. We got Speak Up showing up here. It says, what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. And I knew this.
I don't know why I keep hearing incest.
I didn't even read this card, but I said that to you yesterday. You know, now that I am becoming spiritually aware, I'm really looking at life different. You know, when I look at a flaw in a person, you know, I'm not looking to judge them, but I'm looking to understand them. So, you know, I see, and you know, I was talking to my husband yesterday about incest kind of things, you know, and I see how it affects families, and I can see how, you know, I just see differently. So anyway, I'm gonna just get out of that, but speak up, right? You have been speaking up, or you need to speak up about things that will really free you. You know, those things that it's like, I don't want to take this to the grave. You know, the Bible does say that when we sin, we should confess the sin. But not only should we confess the sin, we should tell it to a fellow, believer, so that, you know, we can get it out, right? That's real conviction, to get it off your chest, to really let somebody know, you know, hey, this is what I done. And, you know, you can be forgiven that way. But we got the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like speaking up has made someone rich in the spirit. And now we rich in the spirit. Okay? Something like that. Because, you know, this is like, the Nine of Pentacles is when you become successful. It's confidence, you know. And success is different for everyone. Not everyone is looking to drive the most expensive car. You know, not everybody is looking to have, you know, the most expensive designer things. You know, success is different for everyone. You know, everyone has their own goal or dream or example of what success is. But what I do see is someone being financially secure, self-sufficient, you know, freedom financially. And it could be just because someone's not, you know, so worried about money right now. It could definitely be that. You know, there could be someone that, you know, you are finding that things are coming to you now. You know, I remember one time when I was like really chasing money, it was so hard for me to get it. But there was another time in life where I wasn't chasing money and it was just coming to me, right? So I feel like that kind of energy. You could be a Virgo that I'm talking to. We got good luck, 707. Now, y'all know I don't believe in good luck, but I do believe in divine timing. I feel like it's your time. You deserve it. Like, whatever you're getting right now, you deserve it. Like, so think about what you're receiving and think about, yeah, I deserve this, whether it's good or bad, because I feel like there's a lot of good stuff here, to be honest with you. And maybe someone could be feeling, what do you call it? Survivor's guilt. Okay? Someone could be feeling guilty about receiving things, maybe while other people are losing things. And, you know, it's not really your place to be even worried about what's going on the outside right now. It's a time where you should be focused on what you're doing and how you can help, you know, something like that. We got contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during your intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It is also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message out to others. That's why we got speak out on here. You know, speak out is very important because there's a message. I told you, I don't know if the message is coming in, going out, but there's something important here. And I feel like it's divine timing. There's a time for somebody to know something. It could definitely be about family or something like that. Someone could be leaving their family to go out onto their own journey. Okay? Someone could be like become successful on their own journey. Maybe someone thought that they couldn't be successful unless they were in a certain place or situation. But I feel like you could be an Aquarius that walked away from something and you could be walking right into abundance. Something like that.
So it feels real heavy in family energy. Not only necessarily incest, but family energy. Like it feels like the secrets are coming to a surface in this energy. It says answers unfold to the Five of Cups in reverse. Right? Now, what that's showing me is that somebody in this energy is carrying regret. They carrying regret or carried regret, but after something is revealed, the regret is turned in reverse. So I feel like honestly, I really feel like somebody is definitely being called to speak up in this energy, or somebody spoke up, right? And it's turning the Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like that's a long-standing regret, you know? Like some of us, we have like I have a relative that feels this way about the family. They regret being birthed into the family because there's so many things that happen in the family. I have a relative. They actually it exudes from them. They don't really like the fact that they are part of the family and that they do everything that they can to 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 redefine themselves. They don't want to, and I understand this family member. I truly do. But I feel like this is also in this reading. It's like somebody was maybe ashamed of your bloodline, or maybe something happened to you, or not. If it's not to you, it could have just happened. You know how some things happen in families and we not too pleased with them, right? Well, I feel like this is coming out. Like answers unfold. Five of Cups in reverse. Ocean of possibilities to the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like something was being held back. And the fact that it's being revealed, I think that it's opening up a lot. Like when it says ocean of possibilities, this is the ability given. Thank you, Spirit. You know how when a truth come out about a family, right? As crazy as crazy as the crash out may be, it's healing that comes after that. Because why? Secrets are what erode. Secrets Secrets produce the decadence in the family. Secrets, years and years of secrets just piling up. It causes erosion, and it makes a decadent, continuous energy where each generation is being born, nobody waking up, nobody coming to the realization. Well, I feel like this was the Four of Pentacles. It could have been spiritual, where information was being held back. But I feel like the truth is coming out. And it says, Nine of Cups, just go with it. Embrace spontaneity, trust the journey, remain open to the unexpected twists and turns along the way. Nine of Cups, right? And I feel like this is wish fulfillment. And it could be for you, it could be for your whole bloodline. When it says just go with it, it means like the things that are happening around you, they happening for a reason. They are towers, right? And these are necessary occurrences. That's what a tower is. It's a necessary occurrence. It's something that we got to learn to go with. It's greater than you, right? It's like it could be karma. And when karma falls, there's nothing to do but go with it, because karma is etched in the design, the universal law of the universe. Karma is etched in that. So that's a part of the law. You reap what you sow, what goes around comes around, all of that. So when karma is going on, you just got to go with it, right? It's bringing in fulfillment. Fulfillment is balanced. You know how our prophecy could be Nine of Cups when it's fulfilled because it came in. It can be the fulfillment of a prophecy, right? Even in your life, like, every prophecy in life don't come from the Bible. You got prophecies that's spoken over people as people here under prophetic notion, like meaning their birth was foretold generations before they even got here. You could be one of those people. Like people could have seen you coming 10 generations ago. You just never know.
I got reward and recognition that came out in the reverse, the Hangman in the reverse, and 11/22. I don't know if this is your birthday. Okay.
What's that? November 22nd. That's the second time that came
Scorpio.
out this week.
Yeah. We got major change here, okay? Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. We got the hangman in the reverse, and we got reward and recognition. You know, someone could be sacrificing things that are meaningless. Like, I don't know, you know how sometimes we do things and we're like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. This is the main one. There could be someone, and if someone could be like, you know what, I'm about to go on a fast, right? But do you really know what a fast is for? Do you know what the meaning? Like, are you just doing this to try to lose a couple pounds, or does it have a spiritual meaning? Like these kind of things, right? If you're doing a fast and there's no spiritual meaning behind, or there's no meaning behind it, whether it be health or spiritual or whatever it is, that could be meaningless, right? That would be meaningless. So I feel like there's someone here and there's some kind of meaningless sacrifice. This means that you could be doing things for other people that jeopardize your own life. That means that you could be making sacrifices in your life that are not really bringing you towards divinity.
You know, if you fast without a cause, you open yourself up. They advise against that. Like fasting without a purpose or a serious, strong consecration behind it, all you're doing is you opening yourself up.
Okay. I feel like there's a person, and it's not that you don't deserve rewards and recognition, because I do see that in the reverse. I feel like those come in due time. You could be wanting recognition and rewards when you're only halfway through. What if you feel like you're at the end, but God is like, no, I need a little bit more, right? So you could be looking for rewards and recognition when it's just not time yet, but that doesn't mean to stop. It means keep going, something like that. It says, have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. We got 1122 with major change. There could be a person receiving a phone call tomorrow, Monday, for a new job opportunity. There could be someone that has, decided to change careers. I'm seeing a change here. There could be a person going from one extreme to the next or something like that. But I feel like, there's a need for someone to be calculated, okay? Strategic. I talked about this yesterday. Strategic is what I'm hearing. Strategy. Doing things with a purpose. When we do things with a purpose, then we can get them done because we do it for the intended purpose. Something like that. Congratulations. Your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and your own power. Yeah, there's someone, and because you're not receiving the recognition and rewards that you are desiring right away, you could be feeling like it's not coming in. And when we feel like we've been working hard and we're not receiving something back for it, sometimes that can change our attitude, or the way we project our attitude and out towards others. We can become a little bit more snappy, a little bit more irritated. And what happens is that begins to block the true blessing from coming in. That blocks the true reward and recognition from being able to come in. Because if you can't be positive when you can't see the reward and recognition, then why would you get the reward and recognition, right? It's something about that, something about being happy even when you don't see the reward. Because I feel like this could be changing someone's mood or something. Okay? Finding comfort in major change, confirmation. I don't know where that came from. Okay? 1122.
Sometimes when we think we working hard, the fact is we not working hard enough.
True.
Like when you when you working and you feel like it's just nothing coming back, I feel like I'm working so hard. It's important to snap out of that. Because just because we feel like we working hard, it doesn't necessarily mean that we working as hard as we think. Like sometimes we working harder and we not working as smart as we could possibly be working. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different reasons to let go of frustration. If you know you're doing some work and you headed in a direction, right? Sometimes you gotta have faith and you gotta find joy. And you got to be grateful that you headed in this direction. It's preserving you, ain't it? If you're not If you're not as bad as you were, that's a reason for you to be grateful. Right there. Look in life. Is it a time when you were worse than you are now? Well, be grateful that you're not at that place because you can work with the energy you in now. What you can't work with is the energy that had you losing, right? And if you're in a place where you feel like you're losing, maybe there's a need for you to connect with people that are stronger, that can encourage you. See, sometimes we be losing because we isolate and we be stuck in that bubble. That bubble had you down bad. Like, you got to come out the bubble. Sometimes it's really a matter of iron sharpens iron. Like, you got to be willing to say, I need somebody to talk to. I'm online, I'm getting messages, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm sifting back and forth, but I need to find somebody that can help me ground myself so I can really figure out what's going on. Because some people unhealed just moving along, right? And what you doing is you bumping into other people that's unhealed, right? You're just bumping, you're cruising, you're bumping into people unhealed, you unhealed. But the minute that you get serious about healing, you're going to understand it requires you to do something. Do something. You got to be willing to communicate. Come out your bubble. Princess of Cups to the Two of Torches in reverse to the Eight of Cups. Now that's the right mindset. Like water sign energy, a card of intuition, Princess of Cups, right? Roots and stability. So this could be your gifting, right? You got it from your roots, your intuition. I'm feeling like it came from somebody's mother side of the family, right? Those are your roots, man or woman, right? This Princess of Cups, it can be your inheritance. This could be what has saved you, your intuition. Maybe your whole life. Maybe your whole life you had a niche of just being out of harm's way, but you don't realize is God gave you this intuition. Princess of Cups, Heart's Desire to the Two of Torches in reverse. That's somebody who don't know what they want. Undecided in your heart about what is it. You gotta decide what is it that you really want. Do you want what's in the past or do you want what's in the future? Somebody gotta make a decision. That's what's holding you up. You got Two of Wands to your heart's desire. You don't really know what it is. Two of Torches in reverse to your heart's desire. You undecided in your heart of all hearts. You really undecided. You may not even be admitting it to everybody around you, but deep down on the inside, you undecided, right? Maybe you one of them people. You playing with things that perhaps you shouldn't be playing with because your heart not really in that. It's not going to end well. That doesn't end well, right? You don't have to tinker around with things. You don't have to become a part of things that your heart is not a part of. In fact, I advise against it. Because if your heart is rejecting it, maybe it's for a reason, right? Maybe find something that resonates with your heart space a little bit more. Because you gotta be decided about what you want in your heart, or you're gonna be counterproductive. Like that's like being in a relationship with somebody that you really don't want to be with. It's gonna become counterproductive. That's like um, working at a job that every morning you wake up, you gotta fight with yourself in order for you to even go punch the clock. How long do you think that will last before everything is gonna go? Is gonna come to a place. Why? Because your heart not in it. Eight of Cups open doors. Now, definitely. Eight of Cups energy open doors. Eight of Cups with it, moving on up with it. Life gritty, but you gotta get tough with it, right? Somebody, I can applaud this energy because your ability to elevate and abandon certain things that wasn't good for you open up doors for you. It's like, you know how they say you can't open one door until you close the other? Well, somebody, you definitely closed the door because you got Eight of Cups to the open door. And realize that. It's like I shut the door on that thing. Now this door done opened up. But through this door is an array of new energies, right? Some good, some bad. This is the thing about open doors. Like when we walk through them, we gotta be prepared for what's beyond the door, right? Like some people think life getting better is about going from bad to good. It's not. Life getting better is about learning a lesson. That's what makes life better. Because bad to good is a state of mind. You know, it's like you living bad, you feel bad, and then all of a sudden something come that makes you feel good. But are you really doing good? Because if you haven't learned a lesson, you just trapped behind emotional states, right? This Eight of Cups is moving away from all of that to it's opening doors, right? Somebody growing up at the same time. You have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. And that's where you at with it. See that Eight of Cups? That opens up options. You're not confined. You're not confined by maybe a limited belief. You're not in your ego in such a way where you limit yourself. Because being in your ego the wrong way, it limits us. Because ego the wrong way is when I feel like I'm not good enough due to, my family, my bloodline, my past, my history. That's all ego. And sometimes that makes us not move because we really we take up our ego and we live in it the wrong way where we feel like we incapable, right? Somebody you let that go, Eight of Cups, open doors, right?
We got the Death card, This is like representing, something that was destroying your existing life, but now it's time for that to be dead so that you could be reborn, something like that, This is all about change and transformation here. Number 13 could be significant. You could definitely be a Scorpio in the energy. Pluto is very significant, I'm seeing just, an end to something, to a way of thinking, to you just allowing your heart to be open and not guarded in certain situations. I'm just seeing growth, okay? Now it takes time and it takes a lot of effort. But I feel like things are happening very quickly with the Eight of Wands coming out. Things are moving, quickly. Maybe not as quick as you feel like they should be moving, but things are definitely moving. Okay. Well, that was your quick message this morning. We love you guys so much, okay? And we'll be back. Hey, and don't forget, we elemental beings. We trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. I've been pulling all these cards while we healing all the scars. You are curious about the dolly peeking out. Oh, you talking about sister? This is sister. Yeah, this is sister. Okay. And the pretty crystal balls. Oh, this is a drum from Ghana. This is my husband's drum that he started with. It's from Ghana. And then these are two beautiful crystal balls. This one represents royalty, and this one represents love. And we actually got these from an elder. An elder got those for us when we got married. So that's what those are back there. You all back there and stuff. You can see all that. That's good. And this is just sister. She's an energy reader. She sits in the background and she watches everything. I didn't even know you could see her back there. What's up, Riz? You cool as hell too, man. got the soul box. Then we gotta get some messages in there. We love you guys. We on here.